Hey guys, I'm Chad with the Sitting Solution, and I want to help you solve your sitting problems. So people are talking about sitting, it's new cancer, smoking, causes diabetes, it's all bad. I want to give you a different perspective on this and help you come up with a way to solve this dilemma. So if you come over here with me, one thing I want you to think about today is the spine. So when we're sitting for long periods of time, our whole spine is getting flexed in a C-shaped position, much like this right here. We'll see the neck come forward, the shoulder come forward, a compromised pelvic position, everything's sort of turned off in here. We get molded in that position, we start moving in that position, it causes a lot of pain, causes a lot of loss of function, and it even affects our emotions in many different ways. So we want to take this spine and move it more towards a normal S-shaped curve, which is what we're meant to be. And some people would even say we're supposed to even be more upright than that. So when we're looking at the spine and mobilizing the spine, the area that I want you to really focus on today is the thoracic spine. And when I say thoracic spine, I'm talking about the mid-back right here. So think about the base of the neck, kind of to the top of the low back right here. That's an area where, because we're always texting on our phones, sitting in our cars, sitting at our desk, even if we're standing, we still have the tendency to cave in that area. Notice that everything else gets worse because of that position. Internally rotated shoulders, forward head, everything's bad. So we want to correct that. So if you fix the thoracic spine, it makes everything else easy to fix and sometimes often unnecessary. So there's two areas that I want to focus on today. One is mobilizing the thoracic spine and then stabilizing that area to help keep it there. So when I say mobilize, I'm referring to move something. When I say stabilize, I'm referring to strengthen and stabilize and keep something there in that good position. So let's go over here and get started. So an easy thing you can do is a thoracic extension. So I mentioned that thoracic spine is always forward, always moving that direction. If we're always moving that way, we lose our ability to extend back. So this is something we want to do while we're in the workspace. There's lots of ways to extend the thoracic spine. It's important that we come up with ways to do while we're in the workspace. So easy thing, take your hands behind your head, elbows forward, squeeze your stomach, and then take your elbows up as much as you can and squeeze, 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 and then back down. And then squeeze, 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 and then back down. The important thing is to keep the stomach engaged, elbows forward so you clear the scapula. You don't want to overextend too much in the lumbar spine. So another thing the thoracic spine likes to do is rotate. So easy way to do that, take your fist right here, clench, and then rotate side to side. And you'll notice some pops and clicks. Just keep standing real tall, and you can get more aggressive with that click. But every time you rotate to one side, you improve the mobility of that joint, you allow everything to get back. You can also get it from a different angle by raising your arm. This sort of clears the scapula a little bit. And think of a diagonal pattern right here where you rotate and throw something over your shoulder real quick. So that's a great way to open up a lot of tension. And just get both sides and notice any imbalances. A lot of people have more mobility on one side than the other. And then we can use the wall. So some people may work in cubicles, may not have a wall, but there's a lot of things that you can do on a wall in terms of improving your mobility throughout your body. Just put one foot in front of the other, real gently. Again, hands behind the head, elbows forward, and again, squeeze the stomach and just slide the elbows up and then come back down. Slide them up, come back down. And this is a much more aggressive stretch when you get it right. But same thing, you want to make sure you don't overextend the lumbar spine. Just keep everything nice and tight. So those are all ways to mobilize the thoracic spine. They're very important. Now we need to talk about stabilizing, because once you move it, you want to keep it there. And everybody should have a resistance band. So this is a resistance band. They cost $6 or so. You can keep it in your pocket. We'll provide some links where you can get these in the post here, but I'm going to show you a star drill. This is one of my favorites. So you basically take it, wrap the fingers here. You're going to be a good, strong standing position, feet forward, lock your legs straight, squeeze your butt, squeeze your stomach, and then you can begin to go out and then come back slow, all the way to your arms are forward, and then up, back slow, and then reverse it, back slow. So we love this because it gets so many muscles in the back working together in that reciprocal pattern. And it's really good for that scapular strength and encouraging better motor patterns in general. So another thing you can do with a resistance band is what we call a shoulder W. You're going to hold it right here, palms up, elbows out to the side, and just come out, and then again, back slow. Then come out and back slow. And your elbows are going to come out a little bit from the side, and that's cool. No big deal. But just try to keep a 90-degree angle in your elbows as best you can. We call it a shoulder W because it sort of makes a W from the back. But it's great for getting this area right here stronger, which is where so many people are so weak because we're in that position. This is why many people doing kipping pull-ups get hurt and tear their labrum because they're so weak in that area. They don't have that scapular strength. So it's a great thing to do throughout the day so they develop that and don't get hurt. Another one that I love that you don't need anything for is a crucifix stretch. So again, feet pointed forward, locking the legs straight, squeezing the butt, engaging the core, always. Hands to the side, and then taking your arms out, thumbs pointing back, and then back to that starting position. And you'll notice I'm retracting my neck back, and at the same time, I'm getting that thoracic extension. So this is a great one because you're getting mobility and stability, but you're getting that active global contraction that compensates everything that we do when we're in that sitting position. So we're going to take these concepts of mobility and stability and think about ways to put this in a routine we can do throughout the day. So we just showed you a few ways to mobilize and a few ways to stabilize. What we suggest doing is taking 2 or 3 movements and thinking about rounds, right? Just like an office workout. So 2 rounds of 30 seconds of doing something with a mobility, and then doing 30 seconds of something with a stability. So that's a little workout routine. And you can do these routines throughout the day. A good timeline to think about is every 30 to 45 minutes, get up and move and do some of these things. And when you do move for a period of 2 to 4 minutes. That's going to help you prevent things like stagnation and adaptation. With all the research that we came across, there was sort of this magical 45-minute period and this 2-minute period. If you just abide by those rules, move every 30 to 45 minutes for a period of 2 to 4 minutes, you're going to be way ahead of the game. So what we focused on here was really the thoracic spine, but there's a whole lot of things that need to be addressed with the whole body as a consequence of that sitting posture, like the neck, the shoulders, the hip, the ankles, the core. There's a lot of things that can be done. And what we've done is created programs that fit every possible workspace scenario and work the entire body as best we can. So some people work in a cubicle, don't have much space, maybe don't have room for much equipment. Some people work from home, they're entrepreneurs, they can use kettlebells and foam rolls and trigger point balls. Some people are travelers and they're forced to sit for long periods of time. We really try to create programs for every possible scenario so that, that everyone can kind of benefit from this. So that's one sitting solution. If you thought that was valuable, check us out at sittingsolution.com. We've got a great free report there you can check out that kind of covers the science behind this and the why. And until then, peace, love, and upright postures.